拉起，拉起，拉起，拉起，拉起，拉起。拉起，拉起，最大过载，最大过载，拉起。
Hey guys, welcome to another DCS tactical analysis video. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I just want to do one going over the uh, balance of power, or almost like the tug of war that occurs in BVR, and how small of an error it takes to be on the losing end of a fight. And I might do this in subtitles as well, just for those who may not understand me clearly, but I hope you enjoy it. So right now I'm just cranking the bandit to bring him in closer because I am carrying a full load of R77s, and as you know, the R77s in this game have a horrible range. So I'm just bringing him in close, and he does get off the first shot initially, but I do return a shot of my own, and this creates a balance basically between him and I. No one's going cold and running. I'm not on the defensive in a sense with him pressing me. It's an equal exchange, and this is how most fights tend to start out. You know, both people or both aircraft get off a shot, and they both go defensive. Now, it starts to go downhill quickly when you're on the receiving end of being fired at, but you haven't returned fire. But as you see, I just take these two AMRAMs and I actually just drag them out. And I can recommit back to the bandit. He fires two more AMRAMs at me, and I actually don't have the ability to return fire in this moment because he was out of my weapon's range. So I had to do a launch override in order to force off an R77 to keep him defensive after he recommits from defending that Phoenix. And that pays off because he can't recommit. Now, had I not fired anything, he more than likely would have recommitted to me and I would have got pressed and I would have lost the engagement. But as you can see, I drag out his other two AMRAMs, and now I'm pressing again, and he is on the defensive, and by the time he recommits, I've already fired my first shot. And this is almost where this balance of power, or tug of war, you can see the transition of aggressor to defender. Now he can't fire back after I get my shot off, and he's forced to stay on the defensive. And now I have the choice of whether or not I want to press him and kill him. I can pretty much do whatever it is I want to do at this point, and that's just how quickly the possession of power can change hands in a BVR fight. And you'll see what happens from here. And then I'm going to go over our merge and explain how that plays out. So now, as you can see, I have the bandit on the defensive here, the F-15, which is a great fighter. A lot of energy potential, a lot of thrust, really good energy fighter. He does a good job here of breaking into me and cutting my angle, as you will see in just a sec. And this is a good maneuver to do. Basically, cut your opponent's angle, turn into him, force and merge, also defeating any kind of missile shots that he may have. But as you can see, after we close the gap here, I go in the vertical. I have a lot of energy. I don't need to focus on making a flat turn, and this becomes like a two-circle fight. Now, what I don't quite understand what his goal was here by staying in this flat circle, but he pretty much just gave me the ability to have a higher altitude or positioning over him, which allowed me to easily go over on his 6. And now it's just a tail chase. So once again, don't quite know what his aim was here, but he does a good job of trying to turn back into me. and it looks promising what he's doing here, and then he just straightens out again. Why, I don't know. I think I find a lot of the times that a lot of blue pilots that I do come up against don't quite understand the BFM aspect of dogfighting or air combat, I guess you could say. And as you'll see here in a sec, he goes straight up in the vertical. Never a good idea to do this. And I follow in lag pursuit instead of pure pursuit, so I don't overshoot because I have more energy than he does. And once he bottoms out and runs out of energy at the top of his loop, I still have plenty, and I just slide in behind him, and it's pretty much game over. It's kind of surprising that an F-15 wouldn't abuse the vertical with the energy potential that he has, but here we are, and I hope this was informative.